Have you ever delivered a high-impact project only to be hit with a dry spell right after? If your firm still rides the feast-or-famine roller coaster, you're not alone. In this episode, I'll introduce the framework that fixes that, the Consulting Edge's go-to-market flywheel. I'm Tony Gutierrez, a consulting industry veteran with over 30 years of experience building and leading high-performing firms. I've led global teams, scaled boutique practices, and been responsible for over $1 billion of consulting wins. I launched the Consulting Edge to help founder-led boutique firms build a business with predictable premium fee growth. Subscribe to this channel. Visit the resource vault of my website for access to free tools and templates. Links to this and other resources, including my free newsletter, are provided in the episode description. If you want to explore how we can transform your go-to-market engine, book a quick, no-obligation discovery call. No pressure. Today, I'll walk you through the Consulting Edge's go-to-market flywheel, a complete framework to aligning, positioning, business development, and delivery so growth becomes predictable. Think of your business like a 4-cylinder engine. If one cylinder misfires, say your positioning, the whole engine runs rough. You can still move, but you'll burn more fuel and won't get the speed or efficiency you should. Stick around and I'll show you how this flywheel unlocks focus, balance, better pipeline quality, and growth. Does the following sound familiar? You land a deal, dive into delivery, crush the project, and then silence. You've just experienced the stop-start cycle, the revenue whiplash that kills momentum. It's not that you lack talent, it's that you're stuck in a reactive loop. That's why the most successful firms don't just sell and serve, they run a system, a go-to-market engine that never stops spinning. Research shows that aligning marketing, sales, and delivery achieves 36% higher customer retention and 38% higher sales win rates. It's pretty impressive. And if you can close 1, 2, or 3 more projects per quarter by having the flywheel run smoothly, that's a huge benefit. Here's the beauty of the flywheel. Every part feeds the next, so your wins keep on generating more wins. Let's walk through some of the key elements of the flywheel, starting with the 4 core activities. First, position to win sharpens your market focus and clarifies your commercial identity. Next, drive growth helps you pursue and qualify new opportunities with rigor and rhythm. Deliver value creates real business impact with measurable outcomes for your clients. And finally, leverage to win turns every project into momentum. These aren't one-time phases, they're continuous activities. You should be working them every week. Time-blocked, consistent, proactive. The fastest-growing firms aren't working harder, they're working in rhythm. They've built a system that creates flow between positioning, pursuits, delivery, and learning. And that's where the power of the flywheel comes in. It's not just a growth model, it's a reference framework for operating your business. One that allows you to see all the moving parts, make faster decisions, and stay agile as the market shifts. When you have that kind of visibility, you can grow faster because you're no longer improvising. You're executing with intention. That said, the flywheel doesn't spin on its own. It's powered by 2 stabilizing layers that keep things sustainable and resilient over time. First, foundational principles: integrity, client service, continuous learning, accountability. These are the trust builders that shape every client experience and relationship. Next, enablers. Think people, incentives, strategic partnerships, trend awareness, project risk change management. These keep your business adaptive and forward-looking, helping you capitalize on new opportunities early. But let's focus on the heart of the flywheel, the 4-part commercial engine that drives results. Positioning is the most critical part of the flywheel, and the one most often overlooked. It includes niche selection and ICP identification, who you serve and what pain you solve, articulating your unique value proposition, why clients choose you and not someone else, building authority assets, proof and content that builds confidence before you ever speak to a prospect, and establishing a go-to-market model that works, your offer structure, packaging, pricing, delivery rhythm. When positioning is vague, you rely on charisma and hustle. When it's sharp, deals close faster and marketing becomes more effective. This is where most boutique firms go wrong. They start selling before they've defined what they're selling and to whom. A key question to ponder: is your positioning driving inbound interest? The next component of the flywheel is drive growth. This is your outbound engine, your sales machine. It includes sales and account planning, how you define account targets, establishing plans and goals. Outreach and lead generation, how you attract attention and create conversations. Qualification and engagement, how you manage opportunities, determine fit, and drive urgency. Scoping and proposing, how you define the work and set expectations. And close-win discipline, how you handle objections, pricing, drive final decisions, and close new work. Most consultants over-rely on relationships and referrals. These are great, but not always scalable. You need a repeatable rhythm of prospecting, qualifying, and closing, regardless of how full your delivery plate looks. Here's the unlock. When you think in terms of allocating a fixed block of time each week, say 3 to 5 hours per week per consultant with sales responsibility to business development, it suddenly feels doable. Time boxing makes it real and sustainable. Question for you: where are you losing momentum in your business development process? And how consistent is your weekly effort? Here we come to the last two components of the core go-to-market engine. Delivering great work isn't enough. You need to leverage that work to create commercial momentum. Deliver value is about execution, but with a strategic twist. It means driving results your clients value, capturing those results so they're visible and repeatable. Domain expertise is essential, but it doesn't sell itself. You need a go-to-market engine around your delivery to turn great work into future growth. And that's where leverage to win comes in. It includes after-action reviews, capturing insights and pain points for future offers, upsell and cross-sell motions, extending value with integrity, case studies and testimonials, creating scalable proof, content repurposing, turning delivery into marketing fuel. Your best sales tool might already be sitting in a project folder. Don't just finish projects, harvest them. What's the one asset you could create this week from recent client work that would help you win your next client deal? The real magic of the flywheel is its compounding effect. Each part amplifies the next. It's a system. The firms that scale consistently block time for go-to-market every week, ideally daily, but at a minimum 3 times a week. Positioning, business development, delivery, leveraging wins, all the time, all year. This consistency is what separates firms with a steady pipeline from those constantly starting from scratch. If your flywheel isn't spinning, you're leaking deals you could be winning. The Consulting Edge's Readiness Guide will show you where you've got leaks. It's a 10-point go-to-market self-assessment that shows where you're strong and where you need to focus. The link is in the description. Boutique firms often run like sprinters. A burst of business development, then exhaustion. The flywheel turns it into a marathon pace, steady, sustainable, and compounding. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into the most important and misunderstood part of the flywheel: choosing your niche. Spoiler, most firms think they have one, but they don't. The edge belongs to those who claim it. I'm Tony Gutierrez, and this is the Consulting Edge. See you next time.